So one of the things that pops up in uh, in mathematics is this topic of inverse functions, right? So we have inverse functions. I love inverse functions. Inverse relationships appear in topics like supply and demand, anything that's inversely related to one another. It is pretty fascinating how well inverse functions can be applied in across various disciplines. But for any exponential function where you have f of x equals a to the x power, you have an inverse function that is called f of x equals log base a of x. Now a lot of textbooks will substitute that a with a b and say, hey, it's b to the x power, log base b of x. And you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just they are opposite of each other. We also remember we have the natural base, which is e to the x power. And the inverse function for that is called log base e of x. Now, problem though, we don't really resort to that notation anymore. If you did, I would say you probably lived in the early 1800s. Instead, now we have come to know it as the natural log of x. And they mean the same thing. They mean the same thing. That's all it is. It's just a way to separate irrational basis away from integers, right? So where a is an element of all in the set of all integers, and e obviously is an element in the set of rationals and irrational numbers, right? And so basically sometimes what people will be like not rational. There's normally 3 accepted general notations. I use that one. And so e is an element of the non-rationals, which is irrationals. If it's not rational, it's irrational, right? So that's essentially what's going on there. Now, what logarithms have, basically we have those two types. We have a log of a of x, and we have the natural log of x. Okay, so this is called the numerical base log. And it's a logarithm. And I really always forget how to spell it. I teach math, not language arts, so bear with me. It's wrong. It's wrong. You can correct me. Use a dictionary. I don't care. The other one is the natural base log. Okay? And we're going to talk a little bit more about what this means. Okay? So, but this is a brief introduction, is that all of these are inverses. You have the exponentials, right? You have the exponentials. And then you have the inverse exponentials. So all inverses are going to look like this, inverse exponentials. So logarithms are inversely related to exponential functions. So logarithmic functions are inversely related to exponential functions. And on the next one, we're going to talk more about it. I think obviously I did spell it wrong, but you get the picture. just basically logarithm functions are inversely related to exponential functions, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. So hopefully I can show you what a logarithm is. So, and hopefully I'll bring understanding and clarity to you so that you understand what's going on. So until next time.